Hey guys, BadInfos here with a top 5 video. Here I'll show you my picks for the best games of 2011. This year, along with 2013, are the two absolutely best years for video games ever. 3 of my favorite games of all time released in 2011, and making this list was a nightmare. I could have easily made this a top 15 list, but I'll stick to the format. This video is opinion based and chances are that your favorite game won't appear here. If it doesn't, then let me know which games you like the most. Well, after a lot of thinking, these are in my opinion the 5 best games released in the year 2011.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center.
Portal 2. I don't like puzzle games. The reason why I play games is to escape from reality. Sit back comfortably, go on a senseless killing spree, or drive around a track or a city. Puzzle games are not for me because they make me think and I get frustrated. Well, Portal 2 is different. First of all, it's the best puzzle game ever made. And second, the puzzles are actually fun to solve, especially since the supporting characters are that likable. There's not much story development here, most of your time is spent moving cubes around, trapped in a very lit and bright room. GLaDOS and Wheatley are what make the game so great because of the fantastic voice work. Giving robots personality is usually very hard to pull off, but not for Portal. One is an evil robot who likes to enslave thousands of people who would do her bidding. The other one is a goofy robot who is afraid of anything. It's a vast improvement over the first game. It's pretty long, many new mechanics were introduced like gravity beams, different color gels, and a few others. It's not only puzzles, thankfully, we have some breathtaking chase sequences in which while running you see the floor crumbling, someone screams at you to stop, turrets shoot at you, you jump great heights over the void, you run through the enormous Aperture Science facility and see its ins and outs. Portal 2 is massive in scale and it was one of the few puzzle games I enjoyed playing.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
Bastion. This game is one of a kind. I'm not a fan of strategy games or any other game which makes you play in an isometric view. Bastion can only be described with one word: art. When someone tells you that video games are not art, then make them play Bastion. From the artwork to the gameplay, progression and narrative, it's all art. The narrative is beyond amazing and is uniquely done. I have never seen another game approach it like this one has. The narrator speaks at you at all times and whatever you do out of the ordinary, he comments on it. Here's an example. In this level you can go through without breaking much of the environment, but if you do, the voice in your head says,
Kid just rages for a while.
Small additions like this one go a long way. Speaking of long, the game is not that. It can be completed really quickly and that actually is a positive. I prefer shorter games. Bastion does not stretch its gameplay, story or progression. It's nice, concise and to the point. No time wasted. At one moment you're bashing walls and other junk with your hammer, the other you're killing lots of enemies and barely survive the battle. You can play however you like and do any level in any order you see fit, rebuilding the city bit by bit as you progress. I really can't say anything bad about the game because there really is nothing I dislike about it. Yeah, seriously, most games I play I'm highly critical of. Bastion is a hidden gem and totally worth your attention. Minecraft. Does this game really need an introduction? I mean, seriously, who has not heard of Minecraft? Even my 70-year-old grandma played it a few years ago. When I saw this game for the first time in 2010, I immediately dismissed it. Said it was ugly, boring and uninteresting. Well, here I am, 8 years and more than 500 Minecraft videos on my channel later. I absolutely adore it. You can do anything you want in it. You can play survival mode, build a house next to a lake and live there forever. You can instead seek danger, go into deep dark caves, find ores and make mob traps. If you're bored of regular survival, then play creative, build to your heart's contempt. Not a fan of vanilla? Great, play on the thousands of mods out there. Don't like mods? Play some of the, again, thousands of custom community built maps. Follow a storyline or play a hostile map where survival is very difficult. That's only just a small portion of what you can do in Minecraft. It will take me an hour to list it all. This must be the game with the most creativity and unique gameplay ever. Some of my best moments in gaming are in Minecraft, and it will forever be one of my favorites. I dislike many things about it, however. An example would be the terrible optimization on the Java edition. That's fixed on the crippled Bedrock edition though. Why do I say crippled? Well, because it's very limited, you have to pay for skins and other unlocks. Microsoft is introducing loot boxes soon. Yeah, the game is taking on a dark path and I don't know how long it would hold up, but I had my great moments in it. Please Java edition, never change and continue being this awesome. Terraria. Just like Minecraft, the alphas and betas came out before 2011, but the official versions released in this year, so it's on my list. Many would be surprised by the higher place I chose for Terraria. I mean, I made only about 30 Terraria videos and more than 500 on Minecraft. I play Minecraft a lot more often nowadays, with over 2000 hours clocked on it, whereas Terraria I have played only for about 300 hours. I even made myself a creeper papercraft in real life. Well, the games first of all are vastly different. Secondly, Terraria has an actual end. You beat all the bosses and what is left? Building or getting the rarest loot by grinding it. Both tedious tasks. What I do with Terraria is once every 2 years I do a full playthrough and leave it be. Whereas Minecraft I play it all the time because it never ends. But enough of the comparison. What the heck is this game? It's the best, hardest and most creative 2D action game out there. The amount of content this game has is enormous. If you play through it 10 times, you could choose an entirely different playstyle in each of your attempts. Sure, you can be a mage, for instance, in 3 of the playthroughs, but each one can be played with a different weapon and accessories. You can skip bosses, not enter certain biomes or dungeons, or avoid some monsters entirely. I really cannot describe how much I love this game because I need to keep this short. All I'll say is that out of all the games I have ever played, this one has the most content, is the best optimized, has the most fleshed out controls, has lots of consistency and the most balanced gameplay out there. Truly a masterpiece. Not only in this genre, this is quality every game dev should strive for, but one which would never be repeated. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, one of the buggiest games ever made. A game which would lock you out of content because whoops, a very important NPC got stuck, or whoops, this door won't open after completing a quest, or whoops again, this dragon will one-shot you because its damage meter is enormous for no reason. Yeah, this is what I had to deal with in my only playthrough of this game. Skyrim was unbeatable without modding it or using the command box. This is one of the laziest game developments of a game I have ever seen, and I have no idea how they decided to release it in such a poor state. With all the bad out of the way though, let me tell you why it's in this video and why it's the best game of 2011, and not only that, but one of the best games ever made. 2011 and 2012 were interesting years for me. It was a period of my life when I was completely free and didn't have many responsibilities. In 2008 and 2009, my life was occupied by GTA Vice City and GTA San Andreas, stunting videos galore. In 2011 and 2012 though, I found my new true passion, Minecraft and Skyrim, two of the games I was thinking of every night and day, at university, on the bus, on the computer, on vacation 300 kilometers away from my house, while sleeping even. Why is that? Well, Skyrim immersed me like no other. The world is absolutely fascinating. We have the vast open fields, the high mountains, deep mines, and big cities. You feel like you're a part of this world. You can interact with anything and anyone. Every single location tells a story. You walk along a shore and see a skeleton. Some games place them as decoration. Well, not Skyrim. You can find a note in its pocket telling you why it died, who sent them there, what they were after. You can find them with a sword in their hand. They could be ripped in half. There could be a map on them leading you to treasure. Every location tells a story, and since the map is massive, I still, to this day, 300 hours later, still find new locations and discover new quests in the game. The freedom Skyrim gives you allows you to play in hundreds of different ways. Each time you start a new game, you can be a sneaky lizard archer, or a buff cat with a huge sword and shield. You can be a hoarder and increase your carry weight every level, or be a pansy and increase your health to better your chances of survival. Man, I can talk forever about it. I love it to bits despite the terrible combat and awful game-breaking glitches. It still remains as one of the most immersive and fantastic games I have ever played. I wish I had another 300 hours to spare for another playthrough because I am aching to play it again. And that's it from me, guys. Those are my favorite games of 2011. Truly one of the two best years of video gaming. Again, this could have easily been a top 15 video, but it's not. Let me know which games you like the most, and if you wanna see my favorite ones of any other year, then click on the screen or subscribe to my channel for more gaming videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.